everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Jaguars going up against the Redskins. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Redskins. I'm Brandon Gaunt. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field, and they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go!
They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. What?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you'd call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I don't care how many accolades you had in college. There's no such thing as a can't-miss quarterback. But Blake Bortles has shown in his time in the NFL that he's a guy that you can build a team around.
Bortles now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying, yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well, Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
On the give, this is their fullback. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there, making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington defense getting ready. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of, great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Now they'll run it on the toss. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Textbook defense. Nowhere to go for the runner. They get there. They make the tackle. Play over.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defender, you're never crazy about a completion, but anything that doesn't result in a 1st down, you're going to be happy about. The key is to make sure it stays that way all game long. No missed tackles that turn into big plays.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
15 yards there on the scramble and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, that's a body blow type of a run. The type of run that if you keep getting them and accumulating them throughout the game, that'll really wear a defense down as we get to the 4th quarter.
Come on, let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Third and 4.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So 1 quarter down here in the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go! Flex round!
Now they try the right side here, and he is going to lose yardage here. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. To throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On play action, now Bortles. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's a four-receiver look to the right side. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down now after the pass completion. Bortles to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Here we go now. 3:39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. Ohio. Let's round. Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down.
Here we go. 1-0.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the left side, it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards to go here on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dominic Easley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Third down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed
Super toe.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Flag 58, William! Flag 58, William!
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open. open, complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Bortles will try again on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's got time. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. 4 yards remaining now on second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Here we go. 390. 390.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Redskins offense has been on the field more, but it hasn't led to a big lead. The Jaguars are competing hard, and it's still very much in doubt which side will walk away with the Lombardi Trophy. All right, let's roll the highlights. First and 10, run play coming up here, and he going for the 53-yard touchdown. Redskins is up now by 7. midway through the second quarter. They're going to come away with another sack. This will go for a loss of 7. Third down from inside the 40. Blake Bortles connecting on a pass into coverage. And the play will come to an end after a gain of 20. And with that, it's time to head back to field level as we're just one half away from deciding a Super Bowl champion.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play fake here on first down. Finding time. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's got time in the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Walsh now for the PAT. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going. But defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shotgun now for Bortles. This is caught by Hearns. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still 1st down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll run it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there. Bortles to Robinson. And even 40 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
There we go now. Green 39.
On first down, Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
You're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be 1st down Washington. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go!
He'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Third down now following the run. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Another pistol look here.
Green 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's the option going right. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they go the right. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Fighting through. They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That one is sealed in. Instead, second down. Boy, just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. He's back to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially, and now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Well, 4 quarters wasn't enough, my friend, and it turns out overtime is not enough. There's no PKs in American football, and this one is over dead even.
Can you imagine the teams in their locker room now going back over this game, analyzing every play, each guy thinking, if I had done this on this play or that on that, who knows what could have happened? Because let's face it, a tie can be exciting to go through to get to overtime, but it's not satisfying for either one.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter. And now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They come out here in the eye.
Ohio, flex round. Come on, let's go. 1, 9.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Second down following the run.
Here we go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down. My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. How about then picking up the first down on that one?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, then he made a nice tackle.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Here we go now. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15. What can Bortles do now with his drive? And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jonathan Hankins in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll be left with 2 remaining here in this overtime session. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Suckup. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
This is the last opportunity to resign your players, or they will become free agents.